Hey Josh, how are you? Good, thanks. Just through the middle? Yeah, no worries at all. Okay. Good morning everyone, and it's great to be here at the Teach Queensland Careers Fair, where we have over 1,500 aspiring, current or studying teachers who want to enter the teaching profession, and we are encouraging them to come here today where they can get all the information that they need on this fantastic career of teaching in Queensland State School. This career fair not only looks at employing the teachers for 2023, but also at the same time we have the 7 regions right throughout Queensland that have stalls here about obviously an opportunity in one of our beautiful regional and remote Queensland schools. And I can't wait tomorrow to travel to the Torres Strait, where I'll be visiting many schools in the Torres Strait area. These career fairs is all about linking aspiring teachers, students, and of course people who are looking for a change with a wonderful career in teaching in a part of Queensland they may have been to before or they may wish to travel to. This has over 1,500 aspiring teachers, and already the doors aren't open and they're lining up to come in and to look at all the stalls. And on a rainy Brisbane day, not even a good morning in bed is deterring them from coming to the Teach Queensland Careers Fair. We have many jobs available. As we know, there are teacher shortages right throughout the country, and there are vacancies here in Queensland as I speak right now. So last time we had a rural Teach Queensland Careers Fair, we walked out with 150 new teachers that have already got a job when they walked out from that fair. So hopefully the same will happen today. They'll be able to have seminars. They can get information on how to apply, what it means to be an initial beginning teacher, and also of course they will get information on our wonderful $20 million Turn to Teaching, which is a 2-year program where we support those people doing a Masters in Teaching, and they will get a permanent job at the end of that in a great Queensland school. And also our new $10 million Trade to Teach, where if you are a tradie and you're thinking of moving to a different career in teaching, a wonderful career that it is, there is now an internship program that will support you right through the 4 years of your teaching degree. It's an exciting time here. We have 4 new schools opening up next year, so we need new teachers for our 4 schools. We've opened 21 schools since the Palaszczuk government has been elected, and we are looking forward obviously to ensuring that we have quality teaching no matter where you are in Queensland, so students can receive the world-class education they get every day in world-class facilities that we are building right here in the state. Much of this is really about early attraction. It really is about making sure that we can then look after the teachers when they're in the classroom, and a lot of the seminars are aimed at that. And it also is about lifting the profile of the teaching career, which is what we're talking about at a federal level. And how wonderful was it that the new federal Albanese government under Jason Clare, we had a round table talking about what we need to do to attract, what we need to do to retain, and what we need to do to enhance the wonderful career of teaching. And as Minister for Education, can I thank our sponsors here today, RemServe, QSuper, Teachers Health. We also have the Queensland Teachers Union here, the Queensland College of Teachers. So if you need to register, all the information you need is here for you to register as a teacher, and there's wonderful stores outlining all of the information you need across all of our regions in this state about how you can become a teacher here. So I'm very excited about today. I'm looking forward to wandering around and meeting others. I just met Harley, who went to Kenmore State High School. He's in the second year of a QUT teaching degree, majoring in English and history, and I think Harley's already got a job when he finishes. So it's great news, it's great information. The seminars are held throughout the day, and can I welcome everyone to the 2022 Teach Queensland Careers Fair, and I'm happy to take any questions. Well, obviously we need to get moving. It is a significant supply issue of teachers in Queensland, not only in our schools but also in the early childhood and education space. And as ministers, we all got together to talk about this issue because we really do need to address this shortage. I think we were in an inertia for the last 10 years under the Morrison government that basically did nothing about this issue, and that's why I said it was so refreshing to be able to be at a round table with the current Federal Minister for Education, Jason Clare, all the ministers throughout all of the country talking about an action plan that we can implement to attract the future teachers. That's what our students need, that's what Queensland schools needs, and we will be working with them to do that. But at the same time, we have some fantastic programs to attract teachers into our classrooms, and today is all about giving them all that information.
The government promised a net increase of 2,198 teachers between September 2020 and March this year. The net increase is going to be about 337 for both teachers and teacher aides. Are you actually going to hit that 2,190?
Well, we went to the election also about 6,100 over new teachers, and we're more than halfway there. And we went with 1,150 new teacher aides, and we've already met that. So we're confident that with the action plan, with these Teach Career Fairs, with what we're doing, that we can increase it. But COVID has put a dampener on the numbers of students in our schools. They have stabilised and they have not increased to the level that we originally thought. And what we're hoping is to attract more students. We're looking at the allocative model so we can now improve the allocation of teacher aides and staff in schools, and that's under our current enterprise bargaining agreement. We have the best agreement in the country that we are in the process of finalising, and we're looking forward to meeting our target. And with the work that we are doing, we're very confident that we will do that, and we're already on schedule to employ the teachers we said that we were going to do at the last election. Of course, we will be working to meet that target, and without a doubt, as Education Minister, I'll be working very hard to ensure that we meet that target. Well, attraction is part of the action plan, and obviously retention is part of the action plan too. So retention is having a great enterprise bargaining agreement, and we are leading the country. Our teachers will be one of the highest paid in Australia, and they will be having a cost of living adjustment as well, depending on the CPI. So we're working towards those retentions. We've got a workload advisory council that is advising us in relation to workload issues that were raised at the round table at the ministers, and already we have addressed many of those issues that have been raised. And of course we have a teacher wellbeing. We've got centres for wellbeing in our regional and remote areas. Our regions are concentrating on the mental health and wellbeing of our teachers, and today is all about providing the information that you need to have a very successful career in teaching in this state. So more work needs to be done, but we've already started on many of the ideas that came out of the Ministers' Committee that was held in Canberra a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, look, I think that if we can attract them and we can get them into our classrooms, and people are looking forward to doing that, they're welcome. I mean, in a shortage, you look for where we can obviously release the ability for people to work more. We welcome that decision, and we've got an array of people here today of all ages, and it's just wonderful to see experienced new teachers, those who want a bit of a change. They're all welcome, and it is a fantastic profession. I mean, I don't want to over-exaggerate what a great profession teaching is, and it was so good to hear from Harley, who is in his second year at QUT, who can't wait after being at Kenmore State High School to come and teach in our schools. It's great, and he's almost guaranteed a job. Yeah, look, it's spread a little bit across. It's a good question, Jack, but we've been doing a lot of work with STEM. In the Turn to Teaching, we have got engineering is one. There was, I think it was Zach, who's at Kedron State High School at the moment. He's now going to be an engineering teacher. The STEM subject, maths, physics, all of those kind of things. But honestly, it would be great to have all of our positions filled. We need more teachers. The stats are showing there is a shortfall right across the country, and it's right across the field. English, for example, that Harley is studying, will be most welcome in our classrooms as well. Yeah, well, look, we're hoping that we can have a pilot program of 30 tradies, so it's not going to make much of a dent in the construction industry. And there are many tradies out there that have either been in the profession for a number of years, who are looking for a change, who are thinking about teaching and passing on their passion for their trade, and many of them have got fantastic passion for the art of carpentry, electrician, bricklayers, form workers, all of that. And we think that those who are thinking of a change, this will assist them through their career, and we need them in our classrooms, and we think it's going to be a very successful pilot, and I'm looking at hopefully rolling it out in the years to come as well. I would suggest that that's an ill-conceived article. We know that these practices are illegal, and honestly, articles that give people information about doing things that are illegal, I would suggest is not an appropriate thing to be doing.
Would you encourage the authors to remain?
Well, I would encourage anyone who is putting information out that encourages or tries to teach people how to break the law. They're on the wrong path, and they should be withdrawing that, yes.
Is there a hard balance between free speech and what can be published?
Well, there is, and look, I don't know the intricacies of how these authors or how these publications put together. Universities tend to run very much their own race when it comes to these, or the students that pull them together, but obviously it's not something that I would be welcoming out there in the public space.
The editor-in-chief, Billy Coogan, he says that he's affiliated with Labor's left. Do you have concerns that it could reflect poorly on Labor?
I think people can walk and talk at the same time. Being in a political party and having a job and doing something are completely separate, and I don't match the two together.
What uni did you go to?
What uni did I did my degree by correspondence through the University of Adelaide.
You didn't read the magazine?
No, I didn't read the magazine when I was doing it. Unfortunately, I was one of those women who grew up in an Italian household where parents thought that university was not something that they would want to invest in, and so when I started my career in the union movement, I did my degree in labour studies, and I had to study my whole degree part-time through correspondence. And the University of Adelaide at the time had one of the best industrial relations labour studies courses around the country, and it was an honour to study with them, and it was very good, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I did do my associate diploma of industrial relations at the old College of Advanced Education, which is now QUT, and that was a marvellous qualification as well. Thank you. Thank you.